To manifest wealth, I put into action the required wisdom. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to Grow Rich, Grow Happy, the space where our number one goal is to accumulate and grow wealth, regardless where you are in your crypto journey. Now, last night, I had a great time chopping it up with all of the community members down in the comments. It was on, I believe it was on the Aerodrome Finance video I put out yesterday. If you guys want to go check that out, there's a lot of interesting conversations. A lot of, I'm glad a lot of you guys just spoke your, spilled your heart out, and you guys, it was a great conversation. I think I talked, if I'm correct, I went down each person and actually had a few words with you. Um, and the overall, my overall message that I got from down there is that there's a lot of fear going on right now, a little bit of uncertainty, and just a tiny bit of doubt from a lot of the newer crypto investors. And let me tell you something, it's perfectly fine. These are all feelings that you guys and emotions that you guys are going to experience, especially if this is your first rodeo when it comes to dealing with cryptocurrency. It can be an adrenaline rush just as much as it could be a mental breakdown. So that's where this video came from. I felt like this would be a great time, especially with what's going on in the market and how far it fell even more this morning. Um, and I picked up some more Aerodrome because I woke up and seen it at 90 cent. And I was like, man, my hand was shaking trying to hurry up and grab some more while it's down at that price. But I figured this is the best time to make a video like this. So I'm going to jump right into it. With and my number one, this is my number one thing that I find that most new investors make when dealing with crypto. You invest without research. Yes, you invest without research. In other words, FOMO, fear of missing out. And if you're on this channel for the first time, a lot of times you can get caught up in the fear of missing out. When I make certain videos, and then you got community members who really behind those videos, like, oh man, I gotta hurry up and get in here before I miss out. And then what'll happen is, like, take not H bar, but take Aerodrome Finance for one. Take Aerodrome Finance. And I want to go check that out for you. Let's get over here. Now, before I do that, though, I want you guys to see something here. Let me refresh this. Okay, the crypto market is down over 3%. But what I want you to look at is look at the volume. The volume is up 18 over the last 24 hours. The volume is up 18, going on 19%. I mean, people are still buying. A lot of the OGs and different things are buying. I doubt a lot of the new investors are buying unless they've overcome a lot of the mistakes that a lot of new investors make. But I'm going to go over here to Aerodrome because I feel like this is a great example to use on, and I'll get, guys, this list that I'm about to go over right now, this video for all you new investors, please take notes on this because I believe this is one that could serve you so well. I wish uh I would have known a lot of these things back when I first started investing in crypto. So you take Aerodrome Finance. When I first started talking about Aerodrome Finance, I believe it was like 70 something cent. And since then, it's risen. We got all the way up here to $2 and something. But the minute it started falling down, what happened is a lot of the people that got in and didn't do any research, they just got in it based on hearsay. A lot of those guys were the ones who are either selling now or you're so close to selling. You're so close to selling for a loss. Just like, forget it. I'll just take the loss. I know I got in at $1.80, $1.90. I'm just gonna, take the loss. And a lot of that comes from investing without research. Because if you do the right research, if you go over to the Twitters and you go over to the if you go over to their Twitter, you check out their Discord, You check out their website and you go over to these places and you get to know the team. You look for some news articles and different things on it. You can even click here on news and you can go down and you can check some of the news articles that's associated with Aerodrome Finance, and you really get to know the project. You'll say, you know what? I like this project. I see why everyone else likes this project. And then what'll happen then, you'll shift. You'll shift from just buying on FOMO to holding the token on solid foundation. Just as a solid foundation, Coinbase Ventures is in and they're behind it. And everybody's building on Base right now. Base got some of the top meme coins. All of these things, and you look at future projects, you'll think about the slipstream and everything, and what Aerodrome Finance is really setting up to do in the Base network and Coinbase. How they're doing their takeover thing of the DeFi. Then you won't get afraid. You'll you'll be able to look at this and say, yeah, it sucks for my portfolio, but I'm going to fight these emotions. And you know what? I'm going to buy some more. Not because Mr. Foresight or whoever else is making videos saying, buy more, buy more, buy more. Even if those guys or me don't even make a video, I know that the project I hold is such a gem that I'm just going to buy more. And if they choose not to make a video about it, oh well, I know what I'm holding. So that's one of the big mistakes I find that new investors make. Just getting that they need confirmation from different entities or whatever, or YouTube or just news articles and different things. If no one's talking about it, then they feel like the project is just dead, and it's really not. So that's one of the biggest. Also, when I move on to number two, move over here. I'm gonna check out. We'll check out XDC. Check out XDC. All right, we're gonna check out XDC, which is down 3 cent. Look like it could fall to 2 cent, but that's the overall market. Remember, zoom out. Um, Crypto's volatile. It's super volatile, and for all of my new subscribers and all of the new people to investing in crypto, crypto is one of the most volatile assets that you would ever get in. But that's what makes it so much fun to the psychos like myself. That in a matter of moments, the market can reverse. And if you really want to learn some more, you do the research, and you start to find out why is the market actually moving up, why is the market moving down. These things start becoming apparent to you. So when I say for this one, it's ignoring risk management. A lot of people ignore risk management, and you FOMO in investing without the research, and you ignore your risk. Meaning, if this token goes to zero, is this really going to hurt me financially? Is this going to hurt me financially? And if that answer is a yes, then maybe you shouldn't put as much money in as you're putting in. And that's just to be honest. And that's how you have to control your risk management with these tokens. And that's why, more than anything, the research comes in handy. Because the research can come in handy, but a token can still drop. And we just saw that. Let me go back real quick. We just saw that with Aerodrome Finance. A lot of you're off $1 now. It's to put a serious dent in your portfolio. Serious dent. So you have to ask yourself, did I put too much in? If you're seriously worried about losing it, and no one wants to lose money, but I can't tell you, I've lost a lot of money in crypto before. I lost money learning. I lost money learning into crypto. Tons of it. Tons of it. And in the beginning, it was like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 here and there on projects that really had no utility. They had no utility. They had hype. They had hype. They had YouTubers talking about it. And they had damn great marketing, but they didn't have any really deep rooted um, foundation. No deep rooted tech or anything. A lot of it was meme coin plays. Um, the best meme coin play that I got in was Shiba, and Shiba began to teach me things just going through. Honestly, a little of it was luck because now they have the utility and they're building in the utility, but that was a lot of luck when I really think about it. So the research that I do now is it jumps leaps and bounds, and I found that a lot of newer investors, you get in based on a lot of hype into these tokens, which is why I always say do your own research. That's not just me repeating myself over and over and over. I wish I didn't have to say it, but I do, because some people just don't do your own research. Next one is falling for scams. Falling for scam and hype. I fell for a lot of scam and hype, and every now and then I fell back into it. I'm gonna look for one though. Block, and this one is still out. This one is still out. I remember I made a video on this, and I said, you have to do your own research. But this one, we're gonna use this one right here, Block Dag, and then you see people. When I made this video, people was like, "Oh, that's a scam token. That's a scam token." I went through it. I checked everything, and again, I believe I put $500 in this. I put $500 in this, or operating on an industrial scale. And you'll see a guy like this. I'm not gonna play the video, but it's Block Dag Network, and you'll see a guy like this talking, and you'll say, "Oh, it must be great because they got somebody out front talking about it." But a lot of people feel like this is a scam token right now. One they haven't even released yet. And I'm using this. I have to use this as an example. Block Dag Network. We're going to go over here. Watch keynote. Pre-sale is live. This pre-sale is still going on. And I actually joined this pre-sale with $500. Again, I knew the risk when I got off into it. I knew the risk, but I did it anyway. And I promised myself I was going to stop getting in some of these pre-sales. I've been in more than a few, made some money, lost some money, and this one I trumped it up. If it is a scam, well, it's on me. But I did I did what research I could based on the information that was given. But again, it's still out there. This is the greatest example I could give. I was looking, and then you see even you got other YouTubers that are talking about it, that are talking about this Block Dag. Now, if it turns out it's not a scam, then I may have some money. But this has been in pre-sale a while, which doesn't mean it's a scam. But from what I looked on Facebook, looked on Instagram and different things, everything checks the boxes as a possible scam. So if I lose out, that's $500 down the drain. Is that going to ruin me financially? No. But I knew that going in. I was like, I'm going to put that in, and it's like the roll of a dice, You know that, okay, this is $500. This is $500 I could lose. But I feel like as a new investor, as when I was a new investor, I used to fall for so many tokens like this. I used to fall for them left and right. And I would make my money, and I would be looking, and it's going up, and next thing I know, it's a rug pull, and they're pulling out. So you guys have to be leery of new tokens that do these pre-sales, because a lot of times the only people that benefit are the higher tier people, the people who are close to the project. They're really the ones who benefit. So honestly, if you want my best advice, just steer clear of pre-sales until they've proven themselves and they've been in the market a little while. So this is one that's on me. But that's why I always say, do your research. You have to do your research. Let me see, Tangent. I'm gonna use this one. And I'm just gonna pull this up right here. Here's the other mistake that newer people into crypto make, and this is one of the big ones. A lot of the people that was on FTX, that were on KuCoin, a lot of you that was on there, um, lost money, and a lot of these people lost money, especially on FTX, is because when that whole thing went on with Sam Bankman-Fried, when they found out he was a scammer and everything, so many people went bankrupt because their life savings and a lot of the bulk of their money was on that crypto exchange. But when that crypto exchange came under investigation, the feds locked up all of that. So now a lot of people, unfortunately, lost their money. And it was around this time when that happened. I'll never forget it. When that happened, I didn't have any money on there. Thankfully I didn't have any money on there. My money was on places like Coinbase, Crypto.com, and a few others. But I told you, always look ahead. I always look ahead. That was the first big major event that had happened in crypto. And the first thing I told myself, oh shit, this could happen in crypto.com. And right after that happened with FTX, people started questioning all these exchanges. They started questioning Binance. They started questioning crypto.com, and they wanted these people, these CEOs, to show their money, show the funds, prove that you got these funds to back up um, the money that's in your accounts. And it was around that time I said, I don't like feeling helpless. So I went out and I got me. Actually, I went out and I got a Ledger wallet. I went out and got a Ledger wallet, and then from there, I went and got a Tangent wallet. And let me tell you, in the beginning, it was hard. It was easier with the Tangent than it was with the Ledger. But I tried to convince friends of mine that you really should do the same thing. Like, these crypto exchanges may be on good standings today, but anything can happen tomorrow. And then all your hard-earned money and gains are locked up on the exchanges, and you can't do anything about it. So that's what made me go and get these hardware wallets, these cold storage. And then I remember I was up to like midnight transferring all of my assets from crypto.com over to my ledger at the time. And then I later on went and got a Tangent, and I started doing the same thing with it. So now with a lot of these, I just buy through these exchanges like Coinbase and crypto.com, and what else do I buy? A few others, Webull, different places like that. And what I do is I'll transfer it over. Uphold is another one I use, and I'll transfer it over to my cold storage wallets. Now, anybody want to get one of these? I highly suggest it. I do have a 10% link down in my description, down in the description area of this video, where you can get 10% off a Ledger or Tangent wallet. And then, I just sleep easier with it, knowing that if crypto.com or Coinbase, any of these guys, something was to happen, the Security Exchange Commission, these guys been on a tear lately. We're trying to bring charges upon different companies. So I like to just know that even if they did, while everybody else running around wondering how they're going to get their life savings out of their crypto, I know I have mine in my holdings. Now, I have a lot on Coinbase that I haven't moved, but a lot of it is being staked right now. So that's one of the biggest things I find that new investors make. That's one of the biggest mistakes, just feeling like leaving their crypto over on these exchanges. Because I'm telling you, all it takes is one really bad thing to happen with one of these companies where you're holding your money to give you a bad taste, to give crypto, just put a bad taste in your mouth overall because you kept your money there. And I don't want that to happen to anyone. Like, when I got scammed through all these scam tokens that I've gotten in before, when I got scammed on those tokens, they left a bad taste in my mouth for crypto for all of an hour, 2 hours, maybe a day. But as time went on, I started learning a little bit more about how to research properly, how to invest, and then I started taking risk just uh, based on reward. So yeah, I feel like new investors, you really should consider getting a cold storage wallet. I just don't want anything to happen to your crypto or anything because there's a lot of scammers out there. It's a lot of people that's out there trying to get your keys to your wallet. Also, be leery of people in the comments as well. I see some of the same comments that come in and they're talking about portfolios and helping you with your portfolio. If you don't know these people, just be careful. Be careful. For one, I would never ask you for your crypto keys. I would never ask you any of that at all. I don't even review people's portfolios yet, but I don't do that. Because this is just a lot of dangers in that, and I don't want you guys to fall prey to somebody out there that could give a damn less about you and your family and just ruin your life. So just be careful with that, guys. Moving on, and this is the biggest. Ooh, Casper down to 10 cent. That's a steal. Um, here's the biggest. Here is the biggest, and with this one, I'm going to go over to the white paper. The biggest mistake I believe all new investors, and there's some OGs too. The biggest mistake that I feel like new investors make, or people in general make, is they don't understand the technology of cryptocurrency. They don't understand. And they go in wanting to make fast money, which you can make, but you don't really understand what you're in. You don't get it. You don't understand that what you're in, you know, you don't know if it's a scam or not because you don't understand the technology. And all of the information is right there for you to understand it. Like if you go over, I'm always talking about Casper, but I always tell you also learn about Casper. I brought up sites like I gave you guys a site called um, ycasper.com that a community member made because everyone was asking, why should I put money into Casper? You should take the time to actually read that stuff. Yes, I know white papers can be boring. They can be super boring. And it might sound like it might be just foreign to you. It might be foreign. But I guarantee if you just go over it a little bit, just do a little bit of research, you'll begin to learn it. It's kind of like the Bible. People say that the Bible is foreign to them when they're reading it. They don't understand. It's thou shall this, thou shall that. But when they commit and say, you know what, I'm going to read the Bible every day for a month, and then they like a proverb or something, and then after they're done, they notice, or before they're even done, they notice things just start making sense. It starts to open up, and they say, that's what God meant. It's the same thing when it comes to cryptocurrency. It may start off being foreign to you. It may start off. But I promise you, if you continue to read it, start connecting the dots slowly, it'll start making sense. And you'll say, that's why they say Casper is like the next thing to sliced bread. That's why Casper is solving the trilemma. That's when you'll start hearing these things from these crypto people and YouTubers, and you'll say, I see why everybody's bullish on crypto and bullish on Casper, even though Casper is 10 cent. What is everybody waiting on? You'll start to see that kind of stuff. You'll start to see it. And you'll start to say, you know what? I'm getting in now on plays like this, not financial advice. And that's not what this video is about. I'm not giving any financial advice as far as what you should buy and what you should hold. This video is about the top 5 mistakes that a lot of investors, new investors especially, make in crypto. And I feel like if you can get these top things under control, the investing without research, stop FOMOing into projects, ignoring risk management, only invest what you can lose. Only invest what you can lose. Falling for scams and hypes, regardless who's talking about them. Storing your crypto on unsecured platforms and not understanding the technology. These are the five core things. If you truly are trying to build wealth, you need to get these under control. Because if you got a nice foundation of those five things, then your emotions will be more in check. It'll be better. Your emotions will be in check when you're dealing with crypto. And then, regardless who's talking about crypto, who said, hey, you should look into this coin. You should go check this coin out. You're like, yeah, maybe. But you won't just ape into it. You'll go and you'll do the work. And you invest what you are willing to lose, or what you feel like is going to give you the return that you need to continue building that wealth and accumulating some wealth. So, guys, that's why I made this video based on conversations that we had down in the chat down yesterday on the aerodrome video. And I really hope this is helpful for a lot of the newer investors. Again, I'm here for you guys. I am here for you guys. So, with that, hey, good morning. I'm out.